Hello everybody, welcome back to Fallout 4. Today we're here at the Green Top Nursery and I'm just kind of taking the view in. I think I showed this location in an earlier video. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look back in my videos. But anyway, yeah, so I didn't do too much here. I just typically put some defense up and made a little shack on the side over there for people to sleep in. But I want to come back to this location later. Right now I want to go to Outpost Zimonja, and I have kind of an interesting history with Outpost Zimonja. It was the first spot that I ever got the Benevolent Leader achievement in this game, and so because of that, it's one of my more favorite spots. I mean, I struggled to get that achievement very badly. Like it was tough, and I did it kind of in an ass backwards way. And what the heck? Oh, okay. Oh, we got Enclave. Man, that was a lucky shot. All right, let's take these people out real quick. I haven't run into Enclave yet. Alright, that was fun. Okay, and apparently there's some orders from one of the soldiers. Shielded high capacity heavy napalmer. Interesting. That's probably what he was blowing the crap out of me with. Yeah, I know I'm carrying too much. I'm gonna give it to old Longfellow, whatever the hell his name is. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Let's see if we can find this thing. Orders, okay. Okay, intelligence report that a wastelander has come into. Okay. Alright, so apparently they don't like that I picked up some sort of gun of some sorts, and now they're trying to kill myself. Alright, well, I will definitely have to go back to that quest a little bit later. Anyway, we're here now, so I can tell you what I want to do here. And that was not expected. But anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, I do have a bit of like a history with Outpost Zimonja. I mean, the first time that I ever got the Benevolent Leader achievement, I got it here, and I did it like a really weird way. The only way that I could find at the time was really expensive. I had to put up like 5 3-tier clinics, and then I had like 1 person on food. I had 5 freaking doctors going on this settlement, and then I had to build like a ceiling over all the clinics and everything, and I had to make sure that, you know, their beds were staying dry and all that, and it was a grind. I've found easier ways to do it since then, but I do still have that original video. You can probably hear the excitement in my voice when I first downloaded that video onto YouTube for you. But anyway, what I usually do here is I take down this little setup. You can take everything down except for the ladder. I don't know why that ladder it doesn't go anywhere. The only time that I was able to take it down was by using mods, and I don't like to use mods while I'm trying to build settlements, because there is still new players that are coming to this game for the first time in 2024, and if you go and make a bunch of videos with a bunch of mods, they haven't really played the game, they're probably expecting to see certain things that they're not going to, and I don't want to confuse anyone, so I try to keep it nice and simple. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So anyway, I'm going to take that ladder, and I'm just going to work it into the build. And yeah, I think what I want to do is I'm just going to make like a big shack. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put a little bit of a U shape in it, in the front there. And I'm probably going to section the place out into, I don't know, maybe 4 different locations, 4 different rooms. I think I'm going to do that. And you can still get underneath using those shack foundation floors. I already have some defense up because I had to do something, I think, for Preston Garvey earlier in the game, and I had to come up here and clear it out. And I think it was one of those things, clear out Outpost Zimonja for new settlers or whatever. I think what I did is I moved most of the settlers to a different location, and then I just kind of forgot about it. But we're back, and I'm going to make a little bit of a build. This one's not going to be as complicated as the builds that I've been putting out a little more lately. I'm going to just kind of go back to kind of like the basics, and yeah, it should be a little bit easier to follow, especially if you've been following me since the first couple of builds that I put up using this character, Benevolent Bonnie here. By this time, I'm sure that if you've been following me, you've probably learned a little something. Hopefully some of the videos that I put up helped you along your way. And I like to hear your experiences. I like to hear if you're a newcomer to this game. I'd like to hear how your experience with building stuff went. I'd like to, just leave me like a little story or something in the comments. I do appreciate that. It's nice to know that there is some people out there that are listening to you and taking the time out of their day to come to your channel and see what you're up to. I always appreciate that. With this build, I'm going to be using a lot of cement, concrete, whatever it is, to make a lot of the stuff, because the concrete walls and roofs and everything, they mesh well with a lot of the other stuff that you can use to build your settlements up with. And they don't really give you too much of a hard time, unlike a lot of the other stuff. The way that the cement stuff is built, I don't know, it seems like it's a little bit, it works a little more like freely. I'm not sure if it was just like a different programmer who programmed the cement stuff than who programmed the other stuff. But whoever programmed the cement stuff, whomever you are, I appreciate it. You made everyone's lives in Fallout 4 a little bit easier by doing that, and you allowed people to have slightly nicer looking settlement buildings. Right here, I'm going to do a mishmash of guard posts. I figured I'll take some of the smaller guard posts that you can get from Vault 88, put them on the sides, and I'll just use an original one in the center there. Eventually, I do want to get no less than 5 people or 6 people in each settlement. My goal is to get at least maybe 10 people in each settlement and try to get the settlements 90 or higher. The problem with doing that is that just because of the way the game is, I missed them. Hold on, let me see if I can blow up that dude again. There he goes. Sorry, a little bit of a random distraction. But anyway, what was I saying? Settlements, yeah. I think what I was trying to say was that I want to get at least 10 people in each of the settlements. But the way that the game is, for whatever reason, the happiness of your settlement kind of fluctuates when you're not in the settlement, and then it's saying certain things that aren't true. When you go back into that settlement, they say, oh, you're like missing beds or something for some reason, and you go to that settlement and you realize, no, there is no missing beds. So I don't know why it does that. So I kind of have to guess where my settlement's happiness is for the most part, unless it just sticks at 100, which some of the settlements do. Not a lot of them, but some of them. But anyway, with that said, this is where I'm going to put the U. I figured I can use that ladder to get into this structure, and I'm probably going to separate the rooms on the sides here. I'm probably going to do a mix between metal, wood, and cement. Yeah, that's kind of in the mood that I'm in right now. So yeah, we'll do a little bit of a metal, wood, and cement pish posh mix, whatever setup. And I want to see, no, all right, I can probably get the metal doors on the sides, at least for now. I don't know if that's going to impede my ability to put a ceiling in, but I mean, if it's just in the hallway, wow, that was crazy. If it's just a hallway, I don't really think I need to put a roof there, though it might look a little weird. So I might switch those metal doors out for cement ones. I also wanted to use the shack upper floor. Floors, they're not roofs, so let me go into the floors and find the upper shack floor. I want to use them as the roofs because, like I said before, it's like a double layer of protection from the rain. And like I said before, I still don't know if rain getting into your builds is actually affecting whether or not that your settlers' beds are getting, I don't know if they're considered to be exposed out in the open, or if it's just kind of a glitch that just happens. I'm not sure which way that goes, so just to be safe, I put a couple extra layers of sealant on the structures that I make these days most of the time. Yeah, so like I thought, the metal doors, they didn't quite pan out. All right, so we'll try to get the cement stuff to work. I guess that'll be fine right there. And I got to seal this off. Let's put a couple windows in here. That should be okay. Now the tricky thing is will the ceilings actually work on this stuff? All right, well, we got the sides. It doesn't want to work there. I saw the flooring did work there, so I might just have to put some of the flooring up there. I'll just use the little quarter pieces. Yeah, that'll be fine. I mean, that's just the hallway. So I'm not gonna put any beds or anything out there, so that should be fine. All right, so yeah, this little room looks pretty solid. I'm going to use the slightly nicer beds that you get from the Vault 88 DLC. And they use less cloth too, which is always nice. So I think a lot of the beds, they use something like 5 pieces of cloth, and those new ones only use 2. I know I'm gonna be burning through a lot of my cloth, putting in chairs and stuff. But I kind of want to set this up to be somewhat nice. After I'm done with this building here, I'm actually going to go to the other section of Outpost Zimonja, where there's already kind of a little setup. And I don't think I can actually scrap any of the stuff that's already built over closer to the workbench and the Outpost Zimonja settlement. So I'm just going to have to build on top of it. But that's fine. I have an idea what I want to do there as well. I don't think I'm going to get to it in this video, so there's probably going to be a part 2 up here. Hopefully you don't mind that too much, because the last couple of videos that I put out, I mean, besides the quick Skyrim one, they were over a half hour long, and I think that's just, I try not to do that. I'm still trying to figure out what the best length of the videos are. Haven't gotten down to like the bottom of that just yet. In due time, I'll probably figure out what it is. It's not really a big concern right now. All right, so let's just throw some doors on these rooms to actually make them rooms. And I think, I don't know, maybe it'll be a little patriotic, have red, white, and blue doors, because why not? So red, white, and blue doors. Looks cool to me. And then that's the way down. I should probably put some posts or something underneath there because it looks a little bit crazy, kind of just floating there. I mean, you don't really have to. It's really just for aesthetics. It's really not necessary. Your building's not going to fall apart or anything. It's going to be supported by itself. So these little extra posts really aren't necessary, but they do just kind of make it look a little more realistic. And I'm all about, immersion. Right here, I don't think I'm going to really be able to do much because it's outside of Outpost Zimonja a little bit. I mean, I guess I could probably shorten that opening a little bit, but besides that, there's really nothing I can do about it. So that's just going to stay looking kind of funny. I'm going to try to put a couple posts up to the sides to help at least a little bit, but I don't think it's going to look right, but I guess it'd be better than nothing. Not a big deal. All right, let's move these. I think I want to put them on an angle, so I'll have like 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side, make almost like a V shape. Because right down there where there was a raider after the Enclave people were shooting at me, there's a raider that usually spawns in that little, I don't know if it's a bus or if it's like a motorhome or something, but it seems like every time I come up here, or every other time that I come up to Outpost Zimonja, there's a new raider just chilling in there, and for whatever reason, that raider is usually a ghoul. I don't know why the ghoul raiders just show up there, but hey, it's whatever. I don't mind. They usually have some sort of explosives in that little trailer or whatever it is, if you're looking for some explosives, and so you can always get a little bit more of material after you blow up his turrets or her turrets. All right, so we'll take a look around. I think I'm going to need a little bit of cloth, so I'm just going to grab, instead of leaving the settlement to go back to town to get some more cloth, I'm just going to take whatever I can find, and I'm going to drop it on the ground. I'm going to make a little bit of cloth out of whatever I can, because I don't need too many. There's my junkyard dog. I literally, right after the Enclave decided that they were going to just try to shoot at me, when I cut the video out, the guy who sells you dogs showed up out of the blue, and he wanted me to buy the dog. I was like, yeah, of course I'm going to buy the dog. Friend for dog meat. I will probably bring dog meat up here sooner or later, so that, dog meat has a friend. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough for one more bed. So, yeah, I'll put this bed up, and I think for now, that's probably going to be the last piece of furniture that I put into this setup here. I do want to add some lighting, so I think I'm going to do that now. I'm going to put some fans in. Now, I know that this is more kind of like North America. I know that's a little bit cooler, and I'm going to have to assume after everything's like dead and gone or whatever, it's probably even cooler, I would think, at least during the nights. And I think it might actually be warmer during the days with the sun beating down on you. I don't know if a radioactive war would kill the ozone or whatever. So I'm not really 100% sure what the temperature is or what it's supposed to be, and I don't know which way it's going to go, whether it's hotter or colder, but I wanted to put the fans in there because I like putting fans to stuff, and me being me, I'm always getting warm. So if I have a settlement and I have a little room in one of these settlements, I would prefer a fan over a non-fan for a light. Put those walls back up, and I think we got a little bit of power going on already on this side. So that's cool. I'm going to get some conduits. I'm going to put them underneath on this side. And I'm just going to kind of fish them through the bottom here. Excuse me. And we're going to connect that. And then we're going to connect this conduit to the next. And we will connect that to... let's just put it... let's just put it up to this light over here. That works. Let's look, see what we got. Alright, so that fan's going. Nothing on this side. Okay, we got power to half the spot. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I don't need you, and I don't need you. I kind of want to put a windmill generator instead of like a gas one. It's just renewable energy type deal. Gas isn't the easiest thing to find, I'm sure, in the wasteland. And I'm going to have to try to work this a little differently because I don't have the same room to work as I did on the other side, and where the connection is to this generator is just a little bit different. So I think, let me just try to get one more up here, and okay, that should, let's go up a little bit. That should work. I think that's enough room to kind of loop it around. Not really loop it, but just get it to the other spot without going through anything, causing some problems. All right, so that all connected pretty good. So we should have power to both sides of this structure now. Yep, we're looking good here. And I guess we're done with that. So before this video gets much longer, I think I'm going to end it here. This will be, I guess, part 1 of Outpost the Zimonja build. And thanks for stopping by. And I hope I will see you in the next one. Anyway, ladies and gents, you have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, whatever it is where you're at. And I will catch you later on. Bye now.